Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the aftermatch reaction to Manchester City 1, Everton 1 at the Etihad Stadium. Fantastic point for Everton today. Had to ride our luck at times, had to defend well at times. Needed a miraculous display almost from Martin Stekelenburg to get us a point. Ronald Koeman went with Oviedo at left back. Which was a surprise. We don't know. Obviously, there was pictures yesterday that the boys had tweeted of Leighton Baines training. So I don't know whether they just felt he wasn't quite ready. Hopefully, they just felt he wasn't quite ready for today. And hopefully, Leighton hasn't had any kind of reaction, because we don't really want to be without him for much longer. Because Oviedo, let's be honest, in that opening 25 minutes, half an hour, he had a horrendous game. He got better and better as it went on, to be fair to him, but still showed in the second half, showed Sterling far too much space, and was trying to be Sterling's best mate at times, giving him high fives and everything. Maybe he was just relieved that most of Sterling's play didn't result in a goal for Manchester City. But what can you say? It was a fantastic point. They are a machine at home. They win, I think it was 5 straight victories at the Etihad before today. Pep Guardiola's come in and made a fantastic start for them. To me, they're the team to beat. They're going to be the team to beat. I think they'll win the league comfortably this season. I said it before the season began. Nothing I've seen has changed my mind. They lost last time out at Spurs. Didn't have a great result at Celtic, and they haven't beaten us today. But for me, they will still be the team to beat. Too many good players, and more often than not, they'll win those kind of games at the Etihad. From our point of view, Ronald Koeman set out with a different approach, I think, in this game to what we've seen. It was the shape changed. It looked like a 4-3-3. It very quickly went to a 4-5-1 at times, and then it went to a 4-3-1-2. Because he took Balassi in after about 20 minutes. Yannick Balassi went and played almost off Lukaku in the Barkley kind of role, and Deulofeu was coming in off the left-hand side. But in all truth, the first 20-25 minutes, Everton couldn't get out their own half. It was one of those days. But saying that Man City, as good as their build-up play was up and around the penalty area, Stekelenburg didn't really have that much to do. We'd got good blocks in the box. I think we just allowed them to have the ball. That was quite clearly Ronald Koeman's game plan. Allowed them to have possession, try to press them in and around our box, and try to break quickly. We felt as though we might play a high press game where we get right onto John Stones and Otamendi. Didn't. I think as the game went on, we tried to do that, but certainly the opening 25 minutes we didn't. We sat back, which allowed for some nervy moments. I mean, Sané started off having Oviedo on toast, if you like. They skinned them time and time again in that open 20-25 minutes. But City's best chance came from the penalty spot. Jagielka got himself in all kinds of trouble and threw a leg out lazily, which Silva went down. And you just look at it and think, why are you leaving the leg? Why are you dangling the leg? There was players around. Silva had gone past them, goes down. For me, it was a penalty. And then Martin Stekelenburg's come up strong. What a fantastic save from De Bruyne. Absolutely brilliant save to keep us in the game at 0-0. They were, other than that, in the first half, they were restricted to long-range shots and shots that were getting blocked. We didn't have anything of note in the first half, really. We had the Romelu Lukaku free kick, which sailed over the bar. And I'm struggling to think of anything else, really, that we'd done in that first half. We had good moments where we break, and the final ball had let us down. I'm thinking of a Deulofeu when we broke through. I'm thinking of Balassi when he's trying to find Deulofeu. So, but the best thing we done was just stay in the game. We got through to half-time goalless. Thanks to Stekelenburg. We started the second half quite brightly, really. I thought we'd come out, had a little bit of a go. Yes, they were continuing to press, as you'd expect them to continue to attack and try and get the breakthrough. They're the home side, the top of the league. They're the team that's going to be, you'd expect, is going to be there at the end of the season. So they're gonna have chances. They're gonna put us on the back foot. But we showed on the counter attack, particularly in the second half, that we carried the threat. Gerard Deulofeu cut inside and let fly with a tremendous right foot shot, which Bravo done well to push over the bar. You know, straightforward save, but a decent attempt nonetheless. You know, and then City get a chance again. You know, and we're having to get blocks in. Williams and Jagielka defending, you know, fantastically well. And then we break, and first of all, a tremendous bit of defending from Jagielka in the box. Gives it, clears it. Oviedo then does brilliantly and knocks it forward. It come back to us. Garner then plays the ball out. Balassi, a tremendous jump and flick round the corner to release Lukaku. And Romelu Lukaku goes on the run and does a lovely little step over and puts it in the far corner to, you know, to give us the lead. A fantastic goal, fantastic finish. You know, and then you're thinking, is it going to be our day? Jagielka gives a penalty away. Sergio Aguero steps up, never ever misses really. And that didn't make sense, does it? Never ever misses really. Doesn't really miss penalties. And Stekelenburg makes another fantastic save. And you're thinking, it might be our day. But it wasn't to be. You know, the City back at us again. Ball comes out wide. Oviedo's got to get out quick. Why he's on the right hand side, I'm not quite sure, but he's got to get out there quicker. The cross comes in from Silva. It's a peach of a ball, and Nolito heads it in. But the problem for me with the goal was, why was Gareth Barry marking Otamendi and Nolito? And we had our two centre halves who'd done a fantastic job all day, just on their own. Williams wasn't picking anyone up. Jags wasn't picking anyone up. So it was 2v1. Nolito knocks it into the far corner to level things up. You know, and you're thinking 20 minutes to go, they're going to, you know, be putting the pressure on now. Stekelenburg, you know, we made a fantastic save from Aguero. And then for me, the best save of the day comes from our throwing. Coleman just throws the ball into the mix, gets knocked forward. Silva plays it around the corner. De Bruyne hits a wonderful shot. And there Stekelenburg pushes it onto the post, and it was a fantastic save. And on a day like today, he didn't deserve to be on the losing side, Stekelenburg. Absolutely fantastic performance from him. So all the people who were having a pop at him in midweek for the goal, Pogba score past them, you know, he's more than silenced those critics today. And it's helped Everton get a really, really good point. You know, if you look back on it, yet City had chances like you'd expect. But, you know, you've got to hang in there. You go to those places, you're going to be under the cosh. We were under the cosh, and we got ourselves an absolutely fantastic point. Hopefully it'll build confidence to go on and to go to other big grounds around the country and get results. But for me, a good way to bounce back. The spell, that Bournemouth game, you know, the Palace one last time out had good and bad bits, but today's a fantastic point. And now we can go to Burnley next Saturday, which will be tough. But if we can go there and get a win down there, we'll have done fantastically well. You know, we got 15 points from 8 games. That to me is a really, really good return. So, you know, we're 4 points behind Man City, who are top of the league. So we're right in the mix, and this is what we have to do. But we have to follow this result up now with a win at Burnley and then a win against West Ham at home in our next 2 games. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Anyway, I thought it was a fantastic point for us today. It was you know, we defended really well. It showed another aspect of our game today under Ronald Koeman, something that we haven't been, you know, we hadn't shown on too many occasions last season, but we are showing in buckets this season that resilience, and long may it continue. Like I say, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be back in the studio with Ped on Monday and a very, very special guest. Catch you then on Toffee TV.